welcome back to Cooking Healthy in Indian Country. I am your host, Megan Baldy. Today I'm going to do a simple kale and Brussels sprout salad with some salmon in it. And what I want to get started to do today is to warm up my salmon, because what you want to do is you want to have your salmon cooled before you put it on top of your fresh greens like your kale and your Brussels sprout, so it doesn't wilt it very fast. So I have some canned salmon here. This salmon we can ourselves here in Hoopa. My family, we catch our own fish and we can them yearly. We usually use the belly of the salmon and then we put it in the jar and we make some fresh can, and it has a lot of juice in it, which is great for omega-3s. So I'm just going to add a few spoonfuls into my pan over here. Now when we can the salmon, all we add is just a little salt for preservative. And that's it. So I'm just going to warm up just a little bit because I'm not making a huge salad. I'm going to start warming that up. I'm going to put some kale. I have some white Russian kale from Grady at Green Fire Farm. And I'm also going to add some Brussels sprouts into my salad. Brussels sprouts are high in vitamins A, C, and K. So just had to make sure I remembered that right. Brussels sprouts are kind of cabbage's little cousin. They grow this time of year here in Hoopa. They also grow in early spring. I just love Brussels sprouts. They're one of my family's favorite type of vegetable. And so we're going to add that to our salad today. And we're going to add a little bit of strawberry for a little bit of a sweet taste to it. So I'm going to chop up my strawberries over here. I'm going to bring you over to my cutting board, my cutting area. And I'm just going to chop up the strawberries. The strawberries are going to add a few things. They're going to add color to the salad. They're going to add that red, beautiful color to it. But they're also going to add some vitamin C to it. And also they're going to add a sweet flavor to it. So I'm kind of going for a savory sweet with this salad. It's really, really tasty. I'm going to chop up my strawberries. I'm going to stir around my salmon just a little bit. You just want to really warm it and kind of cook it just a little bit. When you can salmon, it's already cooking. You've already cooked it, so it doesn't really need to do anything except for warm back up. You don't have to warm your salmon if you don't want to. I like to warm it so I could just kind of bring out some depth of flavor in a little bit of the warm salmon. I'm just going to chop those up. Oh, wrong one. Now, the salmon paired with the kale is going to add a couple different things. You're going to have some omega-3s from both the salmon and the kale. And you're also going to have some protein from both. So it's really good protein you're getting directly from meat and then directly from your vegetable. Really, really good. And my strawberries almost all cut up. Now I'm using probably about 2 cups of strawberries here, and I'm just thinly slicing it. And you could chop it up any which way you would like. Me, I never really go for pretty when I do my food. I like to go for taste. That's my thing to do. I'm not about decorative or making my stuff look gorgeous, even though I think that the food itself looks gorgeous. So I got it warmed up enough, and I'm just going to remove it from the heat. And by the time I'm done chopping all my stuff up, it should be ready. I'm going to take my kale. I'm going to take a few bunches of it. And I'm just going to take it off the stalk. So I'm just going to rip it down the stalk. Just remove that middle piece. Now that middle piece you can always throw in your blender with your smoothie and blend up. Or you can steam with your broccoli or your stir fry, whatever you'd like to use it for later on. You don't have to get rid of it. There's a lot of nutrients in the stalk, so you want to make sure that you utilize it as much as you can when you're eating it. Now, a lot of people have been asking me about getting kale for them, and Grady at Green Fire Farm, he usually does our kale for us once a week for Veggie Club. And so that's where I usually get my kale. Now, Veggie Club is a local CSA program, and you can go to the Kim Burton Library once a week. It's every Wednesday from 4 to 5, and you can go over there and pick up a nice box of vegetables, either from Grady's farm, from other local farms here in Hoopa, and then there's also some local farms in Willow Creek. It's all in-season produce, and it doesn't travel more than 15 miles away, and it's 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock every Wednesday. I'm going to bring you down to my cutting board because I want you to see how I'm cutting up my kale. So I just got it all off the stalk, and then I'm just going to chop it this way. And then I'm going to bring it back, and I'm going to chop it this way. Now these little cutting boards that I have, this little yellow kind of a thin cutting board, I was at the diabetes clinic, the Kamal Medical Center Diabetes Clinic had an open house, and we were there with my daughter, and we won a open door prize, and this was part of the prize, was this lovely cutting board. So I got it kind of chopped up, as you can see, pretty nice and fine. I'm going to throw that into my salad. Now I'm going to take my Brussels sprouts, take all my stuff, and I have my Brussels sprouts. I have a mandolin. This mandolin I got from Carm Begay through Avon. I believe I paid $19.95 for this mandolin. It's a cheese grater, it's a chopper, it's all kinds of things in one. This thing is super sharp, so I cut my finger on it one time, and I learned that one time. So I got a pair of tongs. I'm just going to slide over my Brussels sprouts to thinly cut them. Now you can just regular chop them up if you want. I like to have them thinly cut like this because they just add a real nice texture to the salad that we're making. As you can see, a lot more safer this way, but that blade is sharp. As you can see, we got all of our Brussels sprouts nice and chopped up. We're going to add about a cup. Okay, so I'm going to add this. I'm going to my salad. I'm going to add some cauliflower. This cauliflower also comes from Grady at Green Fire Farm. I'm just going to kind of rough chop it off of the stalk here. Now cauliflower is rich in vitamins. Now cauliflower is a cancer fighter, and I've been reading a lot about cancer fighting vegetables and fruits, and a lot of them are white, so I don't know if that has anything to do about it, but cauliflower contains sulforaphane, and it's shown to kill cancer and stem cells, and it also slows the growth of cancer. So one good thing to add to your food is cauliflower. It also boosts heart health. So we're going to kind of add that into our dish along with our Brussels sprouts. I'm just going to rough chop up my cauliflower. It doesn't have to look beautiful. I'm going to add that into our salad. The next thing that we're going to add to our salad is we're going to make our sauce. I have this lemon juicer I got from Carm Begay from Avon again. I have a lemon. I'm just going to chop it in half, and I'm going to squeeze out the juice of it. You just add this little guy in here like so, and you squeeze, and all the juice comes out. Perfect. Now I'm going to add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Now this is going to be the dressing of our salad. Just a tablespoon. So many great benefits to apple cider vinegar. One thing that it does help is it boosts the metabolism, and so that helps to help activate weight loss in your digestive system. It also is good for your digestive system to help regulate your gases and the different things inside of your stomach. It's a great thing to add to your health. There's so much information out there about apple cider vinegar, and I got the raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar, and I just added a tablespoon. Now I'm going to add some olive oil to my, and I'm just adding about 1/4 cup. And we're going to mix it all around. And I'm just making a little sauce. Now I'm going to add in to my salad. After I move everything here, I'm just going to add in my salmon so it's nice and cool. It's cool to the touch. I can grab it from the frying pan so it's not hot anymore. And I'm just going to toss my salad around and get all those beautiful colors in it to look really pretty in there. It looks so good. Now I'm going to add my sauce. Pour it all in there. You can add more or a little less sauce, whatever works for you. Then I'm going to try it out. Now I wish you guys had smell-o-vision so you guys can smell the great citrus and strawberry and salmon smells that are coming from this dish, but it's very good. Try it out. Bottoms up. All those combinations of flavor, from the salmon to the sweetness of the strawberry to the citrus of the lemon and the apple cider vinegar, so great. So, well, I just wanted to say thank you so much out there, my viewers, for making Cooking Healthy in Indian Country possible. I'd like to thank the people and the places that make this possible. I'd like to thank the Hoopa Valley Tribe, the Hoopa Food Distribution Program. I'd like to thank the Klamath Trinity Resource Conservation District. I'd like to thank Grady at Greenfire Farms. And I'd also like to thank you, the viewers, because you guys are the ones that inspire me to continue to do this. I shall see you again. Talk to you later.